So I went to see Something Rotten, and it was a great show, one of the best musicals ever. But what I didn't tell you on Facebook is that there's just there's women that go to the theater during a matinee, and they, they, they're just it's a certain kind of woman, and they're just obnoxious. The women that go to nighttime shows are very nice, quiet, very nice, well behaved, whatever. Men too. But the women that go to matinees, they're matinee ladies. And they're clicky and they're loud and they have perfume on and they've got jewelry on and they're all coiffed and they're like a little club. And sometimes they're really loud. So I'm outside waiting in line, and years ago you used to wait in line and you would just pile in. You just piled in from the sides or from the street, but not now. Now they've got these long lines. You go up this line and you come back that line, and there's always somebody from the theater, and they've got a jacket on and a little walkie-talkie. Oh, the people that have tickets go in this line, and people that are picking up tickets go in that line, and blah 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 blah. Whatever. I mean, I understand. I work at a theater, so I understand. But it just used to be much easier if you just piled in. You just piled in, and so there was these 5 women in front of me in line. And at first I thought, oh, they're fine. Like 4 of them were in their early 40s, maybe late 40s. But there was this one lady, she had a hat on. It was like a big hat. And she looked like Leona Helmsley. And I could just tell she was going to be a pill. And she was. And so, she was like, she kept stopping. And the line's moving, and she's right in front of me, and I'm like, go! And she turns around and gives me this look, and then, then she, they're yapping and yapping. There's 5 of them, and they're just, well, this older woman that looked like Leona Helmsley had this laugh, and it was like when you see something, you go, ah, and then she would go, ah, and then she'd go, ha 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 ha. So it, and the short version was like, I'm telling you, this is on the street. So we get closer to the doorway, which, in the old days you just would have piled right in, but now we're going back and forth and getting closer, and all of a sudden, 2 of the women start hugging the other 3. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, sorry. And I'm like, which is good, because 2 of them are leaving. It's going to be a little less loud. But it was like they were going, saying bon voyage. The other 3 were off on a cruise, and the other 2 were saying goodbye. So like, goodbye, goodbye, and they're hugging. So whatever. So we go in, everybody gives their tickets. I go to the bathroom, and goodbye, ladies. Goodbye. Especially you obnoxious woman that looks like Leona Helmsley that goes, ah. So I go to my seat. Amazing seat. I was in the 10th row aisle. And I'm sitting there. And it's getting ready to start. I'm all excited. I haven't been this excited in a long time. Big splashy musicals about to start. And then I look. And I noticed that there's three seats next to me that no one's sitting in. And then I thought to myself, this can't be. There's just no way. And then all of a sudden I heard the usher lady talking, and she says, you're going to be right, and you're going to be seat 4, 6, 8, and the other one goes, ah. I hear that. Ah, oh, these are good seats. Ah, no, it can't be. It can't be. Out of the whole theater, it can't be. But it was. So I stand up, and boy howdy did I give that bitch a look. I looked at her like, oh, you better not start with me, sister, because I had enough of you in the line outside. They sit down, blah, blah, blah. They're talking, and, I'm saying, fine, they can talk now. It's like in a movie. Fine, you want to talk? I'll even let you talk during the coming attractions a little bit. But once that movie starts, shh, shh, and I do it. I go, shh. I'm a shusher. And I've gotten in a lot of trouble in the past being a shusher because there have been people that have been, shut the fuck up, you shut up, and back and forth. And of course, then I go and get an usher. And I've had people thrown out. One time in a movie in Rhode Island, the guy said he was going to wait for me outside and beat me up. And I was a little concerned, but so they're sitting next to me and they're talking, and she's like, and then the show starts. The overture, and it's just it's just very exciting. So the show starts, and from the very first line after the initial first song, this woman, she did that every 5 seconds. I mean, someone would walk towards a door, and then she'd say things like, "Oh, he's funny. He's fun. Oh, I like him." Out loud. And her friends, the other two ladies, they're like, they don't care. And you want to know what else drove me crazy? They had a big Coke or soda, and they were sharing it. So it was like, oh yeah, have as much as you want. Oh yeah, have as much as you want. Yeah. What the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck? So I'm trying to calm down. I'm trying to, So she's doing this. Oh, he said penis. He said penis. So I finally lean over and I said, shh. And she looks at me, and the other two look at me like, what? How dare you? So I wait to see if she continues, and then I hear her talking to the two. What is that all about? I mean, really? We're not talking. I mean, we're not loud. Shh! I do it again. Shh! I'm so mad right now. Well, she finally stops. Well, I would say about a half hour goes by, and it was just very peaceful. And, she laughed when everyone else laughed. And then all of a sudden, it was maybe 10 minutes before the intermission, she started up again. Every single, whatever line it was, she would laugh at it. She laughed at every single line. It was like a forced laugh track on a TV show. It's like watching Hogan's Heroes. It's not funny, but you hear the laughter because it's a laugh track. I finally said, you know what? I'm just going to try to tune her out because I'm not going to get in a fight. I certainly can't go up to an usher and say, this lady is laughing too hard because it's a musical comedy. So there was really nothing I could do. So I tried to tune her out, and the curtain comes down, it's intermission, and I said, I'm going to give her the dirtiest look. So I stand up, and I'm waiting, and I'm looking at her, waiting for her to go, to the ladies' room, whatever. She doesn't. She just looks through her playbill. I wanted to shove that playbill up her ass. So the other two ladies, they get up, they go, da-da-da. So I go to the bathroom, I come back. Of course, the ladies aren't back when I come back, so I'm not going to sit down and then stand up and, back and forth. So I wait, and I look at her, and I know she looked at me, and she's like, still looking at that fucking playbill. So the other two ladies come back, the show starts, and then she just started in big time. It was awful. It was really awful, and there was nothing I could do about it. So I don't even know why I'm telling you this story, except that I hate matinee ladies. I hate them. And if you want to go to a show and you want to avoid these awful women, you got to go at night. You can't go during the day because these matinee ladies think that they're in their own little club or their own little house or whatever, and they just talk and, oh, he said that, and, oh, isn't that funny? I really like him. I wanted to kill her. I'm not kidding. I wanted to kill her. That's it. So, I hope you learn something from this, and I hope you won't go to any matinees. I mean, if you want to hear the show and not be interrupted. Most people worry about cell phones going off. No, not a matinee. You gotta worry about these fucking matinee ladies. They are the worst. That's it. I'm done.